I'm not sure if we're live or not here, but I'm going to give it a couple of minutes here um, before we get started with tonight's topics. Oh, there we go. Looks like we are live. Um, so yeah, I'll probably give it till like 8:05 here before I kick things off here, just to see if anybody joins. I haven't quite figured out this live video feed thing yet. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe someday. Action. If there's anybody out there that joins the stream, go feel free to say hi down in the comments section or the chat, I should say. Give it one more minute here, I think. Then we'll get started. Okay, audio is working with my um my plans for October on my channel. So I guess we can get started here. Um, just a minute. I'm having some technical difficulties, I think. Uh, nah, whatever. It looks like it's still working. So just wanted to come on here and talk about what I got planned for October. So about a week or 10 days ago, I put a poll up on my channel about what you guys wanted to see for the month of October. It was between two things. One of them was watching and reviewing the entire Paranormal Activity franchise, which I have all seven existing movies. I've only seen the first one once, so it's going to be a good franchise for me to review here. Or if you wanted to see a 31 Days of Horror, basically, as I've done in the past, and very narrowly, 56% to 44%, 16 people voted. The 31 Days of Horror won out. So, but those of you that voted for the Paranormal Activity franchise, not to worry because everybody wins on this one. I'm going to do the 31 Days of Horror for October, and then I'm going to follow that up in November with the reviewing and ranking of the entire Paranormal Activity franchise. So everybody wins over the next 60 days here. Um, Now, I will say the 31 Days of Horror is going to be a little bit different than it's been in the past because I don't have 31 new movies that I'm going to review each and every one. Some of these movies I've watched before, either for other series or even other 31 Days of Horror for October. But eight movies, out of the 31 are going to be new. Uh, Newly watched. Well, no, I guess I've seen one. I've seen one of these movies, I think. Yeah, I've actually seen one of these movies, but I haven't reviewed any of them on my channel before. So we're looking at um, eight new reviews basically coming up in October. Now I am going to watch 31 movies, of course. It's just that 23 of them are ones that I've already reviewed on my channel, so you guys really don't need to see new reviews for those. Um, but that being said, I am gonna in a few minutes here, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the countdown, the 31 days, and which movie I'll be watching each day of the month of October here, including I'll be highlighting the ones that are new or that I haven't reviewed on my channel before that I'll be doing a review for throughout the month here for you guys on my channel. So that's kind of what we've got going on here for October. Like I said, using the poll, 56% wants to see this, 44% wanted to see the Paranormal Activity franchise, what you will see in November. You just have to wait until after Halloween. But I'm excited to check out that franchise too because I know it's pretty popular for most people, not as much for others. But I do have the six movie pack Blu-ray, the first six movies, and then I bought Next of Kin on DVD for a fairly cheap price about a month ago. So that's November, but let's first talk about October. So let me get my list here. 31 Days of Horror that I'm going to be watching here for October of 2024. And I don't think this is going to change a whole lot. If it does, I'll probably make mention of it in my community tab or something. Not that you guys necessarily need to know about the movies that I've already reviewed before, but I might still keep you in the loop on that. Got to take a drink of my spotted cow here, so excuse me a minute. Oh man, that's good. Okay, my 31 Days of Halloween Horror Movies 2024 October. So October 1st, so which is only a couple days away, basically Tuesday. The first movie I'll be watching is drum roll, The Changeling from 1980 with George C. Scott. Um this isn't a Halloween movie per se, but I always think of it as a Halloween movie because it's a haunted house movie. And in my opinion, one of the very best, if not the best, haunted house ghost kind of movie. So I just figured that would be a great way to kick this thing off for the month with The Changeling. Yeah, I just absolutely love this movie. Everything about it, from the atmosphere to the performances, just the overall story. It's just got the right amount of like creepy stuff going on in it. Yeah, so the Changeling will be kicking us off October 1st. Then on October 2nd, I'll be watching All Hallows Eve, a movie that I have reviewed, of course, on my channel before. This is the one that introduced Art the Clown, of course, the first All Hallows Eve. Um, yeah, I've seen this a couple times. I kind of remember it not being one of my favorite horror anthologies, but it is a good Halloween anthology, relatively speaking. Not even the best Halloween anthology, but it's entitled All Hallows Eve, so I feel like I've got to watch it. So, yeah, All Hallows Eve is going to be October 2nd, and then we get to October 3rd. And this is the first movie that I'm going to be reviewing on my channel for this series. And that movie is Carnival of Souls from my the one or no, I guess I've got two movies in my Criterion collection, and this is one of them. So Carnival of Souls, I have not reviewed on my channel before. I have seen this movie before once, and I really remember liking it. So we'll see if that holds true. But I am going to do a review for Carnival of Souls on October 3rd, so stay tuned for that. That's the first of eight movies that I'll be reviewing from this 31 Days of Horror list. Then on October 4th, and this kind of has a double meaning, I'm going to watch the original Terrifier from 2016 with Art the Clown in his first feature movie. Now, I'm adding the Terrifier movies to this list for because they are kind of Halloween horror movies. Not, I mean, I actually no, they are. They're set on Halloween, on or around Halloween. But also Terrifier 3 is coming out in October, and I plan to go see that. So I want to refresh my memory by watching the first two movies before I see the third one. So that's the reason why Terrifier, and you'll hear Terrifier 2 soon on this list. But October 4th is the original Terrifier with Art the Clown. Um, that takes us to October 5th, which is going to be um, The Craft from 1996. This is also a really good movie that works around the Halloween time. It's not really a scary movie necessarily, but um, yeah, I don't know. It's a movie that just works for this time of the year, and I really wanted to watch. I think I've seen it once or twice, maybe once all the way through, and then another time just like see a couple of scenes here and there. But yeah, The Craft, October 5th. Then October 6th, we're going to get into a werewolf movie, and that's one of my favorites from the 80s, The Howling from 1981, will be on October 6th. Then October 7th, we're going to go ahead and kick off another movie that I haven't. This movie I haven't watched or reviewed on my channel before, but I haven't even watched it. And that's the first, The House is October Built. I have the two pack of these movies. The House is October Built, and I'm going to be watching the first one on October 7th. So I'm looking forward to that. Then October 8th, we're going to go back and watch Pumpkinhead. October 9th, I'm going to watch Hellfest, which is another really good like amusement horror attraction Halloween kind of horror movie. October 10th, I'm going to follow up and watch Terrifier 2, and that's because October 12th, 2 days later, I'll be seeing Terrifier 3 in theaters with a group of people. So, but yeah, Terrifier 2, October 10th. I haven't seen this movie since the first time I watched it, so I'm really excited to watch this one a second time here. Um, then October 11th, we're going to go ahead and watch another movie that I'll be reviewing on my channel, and that's Cobweb from a few years ago. Um, I don't know if it's a full blown Halloween movie, but by that title, it kind of sounds like it would fit. Cobweb, October 11th. Then October 12th, I'm going to go ahead and watch probably with my wife. After Terrifier 3, of course, at the theater. I'm going to watch Sleepy Hollow from 1999 with Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci. So yeah, that'll be October 12th, Sleepy Hollow. And then on October 13th, I'm going to watch another Halloween horror anthology again, and that's 1031, which of course I have reviewed on my channel as well. But yeah, the original 1031 on October 13th. Then on October 14th, I'll be watching another movie that I'll be reviewing on my channel, and that movie is Boo from 2005. Now, Boo, I actually did see on either Netflix or Shudder about 6 months ago or so, and I remember thinking it was a pretty decent movie. So, but I actually have it on DVD now, and I wanted to watch it for this series because I mean, you have a title called Boo. You're talking about Halloween. I mean, those two just seem to go together. So that'll be the fourth movie that I do a review for this month. Then on October 15th, I'm going to watch Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which is a movie that always carries well this time of the year. Really has a good Halloween atmosphere to it. October 16th, I'm going to go back to the 80s and watch Fright Night, the vampire movie, which I absolutely love. Haven't seen it for a few years. October 17th, I'm going to watch from the original Shudder original, the Mortuary Collection, which I absolutely love. It's one of my very favorite Halloween anthology movies, the Mortuary Collection. Um, it's just great. I just love the atmosphere and the setting in this movie. That's October 17th. Then October 18th, I'm going to watch kind of a horror comedy, ghost comedy movie that I've had in my collection for years, but I actually haven't seen it yet. And that's The Frighteners from 1996 with Michael J. Fox. I'll be watching that and reviewing it on my channel on October 18th. Then on October 19th, we're going to check out Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman, Keanu Reeves, and Winona Ryder. Haven't seen this one in a few years, but it's a really good Dracula movie to watch the month of October here. Speaking of that, October 20th, I'll be following up with Salem's Lot, the original, the TV miniseries from 1979. So yeah, that's Salem's Lot on October 20th. October 21st, another review on my channel, and that's the follow up to the original, The House is October Built 2. I'll be watching and reviewing on October 21st. So, yep, both The House is October Built. I'll be watched and reviewed this series in October. Oh. Okay, October 22nd. Another horror Halloween anthology, and that's Tales of Halloween, a movie that I've really come to appreciate more and more the more times I've watched it. It's 10 different tales, but they're all really short and all directly related to Halloween in this small town, which I absolutely love the setting in this movie. So that's October 22nd, Tales of Halloween. Then October 23rd, I'm going to watch the second All Hallows Eve movie, All Hallows Eve Part 2 on October 23rd. Um, and then on October 24th, I'll be watching and reviewing another new Halloween kind of movie, and that's entitled The Witching Season, which is an anthology I picked up at a horror convention last year in October. But I didn't get it. By the time I got it, I didn't get a chance to watch it with October last year. So we'll be watching The Witching Season, the anthology movie, on October 24th for this series. October 25th will be the second part of the 1031 series. So 1031 part two. And actually, I didn't realize, but there's actually there's four parts to the 1031 movies. Because I've seen them at a horror convention I just went to. So I didn't even know there was a part three, let alone a part four. So I'll probably have to pick those up at some point. I didn't yet. October 26th, we'll be watching an absolute classic, and this one I'll probably be able to watch with both my wife and my son, and that's from 1987, The Monster Squad. Yeah, you can't go wrong with this one during the Halloween season, The Monster Squad on October 26th. And then October 27th, we're going back to 1968 to watch Night of the Living Dead, the George A. Romero classic, of course. That's October 27th. And then on October 28th is going to be the last movie that I review for my channel, the eighth and final movie as far as the review goes, and that's The Barn. The Barn is also a movie I picked up at a horror convention last year, and I've been itching to watch this one as well, and so I definitely wanted to watch it for this Halloween season. The Barn, October 28th. Then to round out the month here, October 29th, I'm going to watch the movie Trick. October 30th, I'm going to watch the another Halloween attraction kind of horror movie, and that's Haunt, October 30th. And then on October 31st, I'm going to do a double bill, which I do every Halloween. Trick or Treat, the anthology from 2007, as well as the original Halloween from 1978 by John Carpenter. Now, I also want to watch some other Halloween movies this month that I'm going to get into here shortly, but that's the 31 days of horror that I have scheduled. Obviously, I could do 93 days of horror. There's enough horror movies in my collection that represent either autumn or Halloween this time of the year, that I could definitely put them on a 31 list. But when you only got 31 spots, I had to be picky and choosy. I'm sure if I do this again next year, I'll hit on some that I didn't hit on this year, and there'll be some that won't be, that are on this list that won't be on next year's list. I should mention also though, in October I do plan to watch a couple other movies in preparation for my 1981 part of my 1980s horror series that starts in January of 2025, and those movies are Dark Night of a Scarecrow, which of course is also a very Halloween autumn kind of horror movie. And then of course the other one is Halloween 2, John Carpenter's sequel, Halloween 2 from 1981. So those two movies I won't be reviewing obviously on my channel, but I will be watching them at some point in the month of October in preparation for that series. Um, but I also do want to watch Halloween 3, and then the David Gordon Green trilogy, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do all that. Um, I'm guessing I'll watch Halloween 2 and Halloween 3 before the 31st, which makes me wonder if I should watch the original Halloween on the 31st as I have it scheduled, or or if I should. Oh, excuse me, I had an sorry about that. My son has got a friend over right now, so he didn't know that I was recording, I don't think. Um, but yeah, I kind of want to I kind of want to do the David Gordon Green trilogy plus the original Halloween. So I actually might not watch the original Halloween on the 31st this year. I might move that up to earlier in October, watch that one, then Halloween 2 for my 1981 series to prep for that. Then Halloween 3 at some point. Again, I'm not going to be reviewing any of these on my channel because I've done that before. But maybe on the 31st, along with Trick or Treat, I'll do Halloween Ends or something. But I'll get 2018 and Kills in there before that. I don't know. Everything is negotiable here, frankly. So, but that's what we're looking at for my 31 days of horror here for October. So, any questions, concerns, comments, you can put them down below, either in the chat if we're live or in the comments section if this is posted on my channel already. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty excited about these 31 movies, especially the eight that I'm watching, six that I'm watching for the first time, eight that I'll be reviewing for my on my channel for the first time, and I hope you guys are excited for them. Also, you can comment or any other like Halloween related horror movies that I either haven't reviewed on my channel already, or I didn't mention with this series, because I know I'm sure there's a lot more Halloween movies out there than the ones that I own. But yeah, anyway, that's what we're looking at for October 2024. So basically, you're going to get reviews on October 3rd, October 7th, October 11th, October 14th, October 18th, October 21st, October 24th, and October 28th. So I really did my best to try to spread them out a little bit, so you're not getting like all eight in a row or something in the middle of the month. Um, but yeah, so that's that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to add. I don't think so. Um, and then, like I said at the beginning of this live stream, I'll be doing the Paranormal Activity franchise, all seven movies in the month of November. So I'm excited about that. I don't know what I'm doing in December yet, if I'm doing anything. Obviously, I'll be watching Christmas horror movies on my own, but I think I've reviewed all the Christmas horror movies that I own in my collection. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do some tier lists or something. But it's all in preparation, of course, to kick off 2025 with the second part of my 1980s horror series, which of course is the year 1981. Which, looking at the list, might be tougher than 1980 to give you a top 20 on, just because there's so many great horror movies already, and some that I haven't seen yet that I'm sure will make the list. So, but that's for a different month. We'll see about that. But let's see, what else do I want to talk about for Halloween? Okay, go ahead and comment down below. I got three Halloween related questions for you. Favorite Halloween costume you ever wore if you went to like a Halloween party, trick or treating as a kid, or even a costume party now, your all time favorite Halloween costume. Then your all-time favorite Halloween candy, which could be anything from candy corn to Snickers bars, Skittles, any kind of candy that you've gotten for trick or treating or for around Halloween that you really love. I can tell you what mine is right now, Reese's peanut butter cups. Because not only are they delicious, and I love the combination of peanut butter and chocolate, but they also look like a Halloween candy in the wrapper, which is orange, obviously, orange, yellow, and black. So it's got Halloween written all over that candy. So that's definitely my favorite Halloween candy, although there's others. Um, and then my third question for you is, what is your go-to have to watch on October 31st on Halloween horror movie, or just Halloween movie in general, if it's something like The Addams Family or um, Hocus Pocus or something. I'd be curious to know. So go ahead and comment those three questions or answers to those three questions down in the comments or chat down below if you're live. Um, but yeah, I'd really be curious to hear about that. But I didn't really have a topic for this month, and I know it's been about a month or more since I've done a live video stream. So I figured I would just go ahead and make my live video stream for the end of September here, what I'm going to be doing for October, and talking about Halloween and things like that. So um, yeah, this wasn't going to be one of the longer streams, so I'm probably going to wrap it up here in a few minutes because it doesn't look like I have a lot of people on the chat right now. But I did want to get that out there, kind of what you can expect for my 31 Days of Halloween, what you can expect in terms of reviews for it, and then kind of my mismatch of the Halloween movies that I want to watch. Like I feel like every year I want to watch the original Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween 3. Those three are kind of staples every October for me. This year, the new ones that I'm adding this year is the David Gordon Green trilogy, the most recent three that I want to watch with the original Halloween. So we'll see how that goes. Next year I might watch the Thorn trilogy. The year after that, I might want to watch the Rob Zombie duo. Um, I don't know when there's a scenario that I ever want to watch Resurrection, but you never know. Maybe like Halloween 2030 or something. Assuming I have a lot of Tums to be able to stomach that one. But anyway, but yeah, I'm certainly excited. It's hard to believe we've got to this time of the year. It's September 28th when I'm filming this live video stream. Um, so yeah, we've got a full month of horror movies, a full month of Halloween buildup, and I also plan to, on a side note, I plan to go and get some Halloween decorations, some new ones, because I've got a lot of old Halloween decorations it's time for the wreckers fall. It's time for me to add some new cool Halloween decor to my house here. So I have be making a trip to Spirit Halloween here. I think probably next weekend. Um, so maybe I'll show you guys some of that too. I don't know if I do a video for that. No, I got kids pounding on the hallways. That's part of the reason too why I want to wrap up this video because you never know when they're going to burst in here. Um, but yeah, I love this time of the year. But for me, of course, horror movies don't end before Halloween or after Halloween. They go on 12 months out of the year, 365. So, but I do enjoy this month. There's just something about it. The autumn atmosphere, the leaves, the costumes, the kids, the candy, the movies, just kind of everything about it. And so I hope you're as excited as I am. Comment down below also if you guys have any big Halloween plans or October plans relating to Halloween. I might have I was might how am I supposed to phrase this? There's a possibility I was going to another horror convention here this month, but I don't think that's going to happen now the way it's looking. But that's okay. I don't really have the money for it anyway. It'll probably be next year before I hit another one of those. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else. What else? I think that's about it for now. To be quite honest about it, just a nice 30-minute live video stream here. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do something for the end of October, like a Halloween live stream or something. Uh, we'll see. I'll let you know in the community tab. But with that being said, since I don't really have a lot of action here on my chat or anything, I think I'm going to wrap this up. Um, I hope everybody's ready for the month of October and Halloween. I'm sure you are. Hope everybody's doing well. And stay tuned to my channel for some great stuff. As always, stay scared. Bye.